I basically lived on this sofa, and the clutter around me, it took me a while to figure this out, but it was like a wall I had set up. It made it so I isolated. I couldn't have people over because it was so bad, and my world became very small. And somehow it filled the void of losing Tracy and Robbie. And this is where I ate, and this is where I basically lived and watched TV. And I slept on the sofa. It started in my wife's apartment. I would have a lot of books. It was a very small apartment. There was nowhere to put it, so I didn't know that I was a clutterer then. And then when I moved out and I moved into Newton, I began to spread out into the house. And finally, it came down to Robbie, my son, and being able to see him, and in the condition that the house was in, I wasn't able to see him. Over time, I just got sloppy. I would just put things on the floor when I came in. I wouldn't put things away. I had all my technical papers strewn out. One of my big things was I wasn't seeing Robbie too much, my son, and to overcompensate, I bought a huge amount of toys. And I had a room upstairs literally filled with toys. Oh God, I bought everything. I bought cars and electric car sets and remote control cars and remote control helicopters and anything I thought he would like. It was a great improvement. This whole room was piled like this with an immense amount of toys. These are the toys that we kept, and we got rid of 10 times what you're looking at. You know, to see the floor is a to a normal person this sounds odd, but to see the floor is exciting. Because every time I felt depressed or I didn't get to see Robbie, I would go, and it took me a while with a lot of help to realize that what I was doing, I didn't even realize that I was doing it, that I was compensating by going to buy toys, or when I felt badly, I was compensating by buying things for myself. You get a brief high almost from it. It doesn't last very long, but it sort of takes the pain away while you're doing it, and then you get home and you think to yourself, what did I buy all this stuff for? I had a chance to go to apply for the Buried Alive show, and I was desperate, and I thought, well, turn a negative into a positive. You'll have somebody there that will help you. So my motivation to being on the show was having Nicole and her husband to help me, because I couldn't do it by myself. I was too overwhelmed by it by then. Nicole was very good. She doesn't run it like the other people where they just come in and they don't ask you and they empty out the house and you don't know what happened. She goes through everything with you so that you give the okay to have it thrown out, and she helps coach you on what to keep and what not to keep. I'm actually in a clutter group now that meets once a week because I want to maintain. I've been having a little trouble maintaining. I want to maintain what has been accomplished and also move forward and finish the job. You know, I'm still a clutterer, if that's a word. I'm lucky enough to be in somewhat of a remission. I had come to terms with the fact that what was more important to me, a bunch of stuff that half of it I was never going to look at again or ever use, or seeing my son. You know, there was no decision to make. It was my son.